Hi, welcome to my first video on factoring 1. And in this video we're going to do the numerical GCF, greatest common factor. Find the numerical GCF. Numerical means numbers. We're going to find the number that's common in each of these sets of numbers. GCF is said greatest common factor. The numerical GCF is a number common as a factor in each term. How to find the numerical GCF from a group of numbers. We're going to follow these steps. Select the smallest number in the group of numbers. Select the largest factor of that number, which is also a factor of the other numbers. And if you do, then the GCF is that number. Let's practice. Find the GCF numerical. And again, I have smallest number, the factors of the smallest number, the largest factor, and the GCF. This is the fast way that I do it. Instead of listing all the factors of each of these and then picking out the GCF, then I do it this way. The smallest number between 9 and 15 is 9. The factors of 9 are 1 times 9 and 3 times 3. What I'm doing, I'm writing out factor pairs. Well, I always start with a 1 belonging to the number that I have. 1 times that number, then get the other pairs. The largest factor of this number, that's also a factor of 15, is 9 is not a factor of 15, is 3 is the largest factor of these 4, which is also a factor of 15. So the GCF is 3. Next one. The smallest number between 4 and 12 is 4. The factors of 4 are 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. So, is 4 a factor of 12? Yes. That's the largest one. So 4 is the GCF. 4 divides into 4 once, 4 into 12 3 times. And 10 and 15, the smallest number is 10. Now the factors of 10 are 1 times 10 and 2 times 5. So let's start with, is 10 a factor of 15? No. The next largest is 5. 5 a factor of 15? Yes. So 5 is the largest factor of both of these. So the GCF is 5. The greatest common factor of 10 and 15 is 5. The smallest number in 6, 12, and 9, the smallest number is 6. The factors of 6 is 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. And is 6 a factor of 12? Yes. Is 6 a factor of 9? No. Pick the next largest. 3. 3 a factor of 12? Yes. 3 a factor of 9? Yes. So the largest factor, that's a factor of all of these, is 3. And GCF is 3. And the smallest number between these 3 is an 8. The factors of 8 are 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. Is 8 a factor of 8? Yes. Is 8 a factor of 20? No. Let's pick the next largest. 4. 4 a factor of 8? Yes. 4 a factor of 20? Yes. 4 is the largest factor of the 8, which is also a factor of these 3 numbers. So the GCF is 4. Smallest number in these 3 is a 7. Is 7 times 1 are the only factors, because 7 is prime. Is 7 a factor of 14? Yes. Is 7 a factor of 21? Yes. So 7 is the largest factor, which is a factor of 7 and the other 2. So the GCF is 7. The smallest number between 10 and 20 is 10. The factors of 10 are 1 times 10 and 2 times 5. And is 10 a factor of 20? Yes. So 10 is the largest factor. So the GCF is 10. This is the way I do it, and this is a fast way. I find this the fastest way, especially when I'm in heavier factoring rational expressions, or when you're asked to factor trinomials, etc., etc. So what we have here is a full page. Pause the video and see if you can work out the 12 of these and get the right GCF for each. When you're finished, play it back to see if you're right. Here we go. Find the numerical GCF. Notice I have all numbers. I'm finding a number. Smallest number is 6. The factors of 6 So I check 1 times 6, 2 times 3. Is 6 a factor of 12? Yes. So 6 is the GCF. The smallest number is 15. Factors of 15 are 1, 15, and 3 times 5. And is 15 a factor of 20? No. Is 5 a factor of 20? Yes. So the largest factor is 5, and 5 is the GCF. Smallest number in number 3 is 8. Is 8 is 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. Is 8 a factor of 16? Yes. 16, 2 times 8. Is 8 a factor of 24? 3 times 8. Yes. So 8 is the largest factor of 8, which is a factor of 16 and 24. So the answer is 8. Smallest number is 6. Factors of 6 are 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Is 6 a factor of 9? No. Go to the next one. 3. 3 a factor of 9? Yes. 3 a factor of 15? Yes. 3 is the largest factor. GCF is 3. 4 is the smallest number. 1 times 4, 2 times 4. Is 4 a factor of 8? Yes. 4 a factor of 20? Yes. Largest factor is 4, so 4 is the GCF. We have a 20, the smallest number. Factors of 20 are 1 times 20. It's even, so it's 2 times 10. Notice that 10 has a 5, so it's a 5 times 4. Sometimes when I want to find all the factors, I look at another factor, a smaller factor. I pick a factor of that, and so a factor of 10 will also be a factor of 20, so that's a 5. So let's go down. Is 20 a factor of 30? No. We'll pick the next largest, 10. Is 10 a factor of 30? Yes. So 10 is the largest factor of 20, which is a factor of 30. So GCF is 10. Smallest number is 12. 12, 20, 28. So 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 6 got a 3, so it's a 3 times 4. Is 12 a factor of 20? No. Is 6 a factor of 20? 12 is not right. 12 is not good. 6 a factor of 20? No. Then I pick the next largest, 4. Is 4 a factor of 20? Yes. 4 times 5. Is 4 a factor of 28? Yes. 7. So 4 is the largest factor of all of these, so 4 is the GCF. And I have 11 as the smallest number, and 1 times 11 is 11 a factor of 33? Yes. So the GCF, largest factor is 11, GCF is 11. 25 is the smallest number. 1 times 25 and 5 times 5. Is 25 a factor of 50? Yes. And so 25 is the GCF. Smallest number in these three is 25. 25 is 1 times 25, 5 times 5. Is 25 a factor of 40? No. Is 5 a factor of 25? Yes. 5 a factor of 55? Yes. So 5 is the largest factor. GCF is 5. I have an 18, smallest number, and the factors of 18 are 1 times 18 is even, so it's 2 times 9. 9 got a 3, so 3 and 18 goes 6. So let's see, is 18 a factor of 27? No. Is 9 a factor of 27? Yes. So 9 is the GCF. So notice when I write down all the factors, then I start to go down from top to bottom in order. So I do an 18, then I do a 6, and then I do an 18, then a 9, then a 6, and then a 3, and then a 2 until I find the GCF. And if there's no GCF, then 1 is always a factor of every number. 20, 16, 18, 48. 16 is the smallest number, so 1 times 16 is even, so it's 2 times 8. And it's a 4 times a 4, because 4 is a factor of 8, is also a factor of 16. Is 16 a factor of 20? No. Is 8 a factor of 20? No. Is 4 a factor of 20? Yes. Is 4 a factor of 48? Yes. 4 times 12. So 4 is the largest factor. GCF is 4. And just let's look at 10 and 8. Nope. Let's say 10 and 7. Let's look at 10 and 7. Let's put this 13 down here. Smallest number is 7. So the factors of 7 are 1 times 7. Is 7 a factor of 10? No. So the largest factor of 10 and 7 is a 1. So the GCF is 1 because there's no factor common other than 1. So if there's no common factor, 1 is always a factor. So that's a video on finding the numerical GCF, finding the number common to each of the numbers we have. If you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and click the notification bell because there's more videos coming. Write a comment on my video if you're a subscriber, and visit my math website at mathfullyexplained.com. I have 3 sections. The me section talks about me, my degrees and teaching experience. The videos section talks about the teaching strategies you're going to use in my videos on my YouTube channel. And the section on content has the topics and the number of videos on each topic. And the black font is what's online right now, and the red font is what will be there in the near future. More videos be developed every week and month. Thank you. Bye-bye.